All right, welcome back to another episode of Flashlight Crazy. Today, I've got a couple of new models from Olight here. Now, they are both the Olight Seeker 4 Mini, but one of them, the green one, is in the neutral white edition, whereas the red one is in the cool white edition. Let's check them out. All right, so as far as accessories go, both these lights are going to have the exact same accessories. So I'm just going to show one set of accessories because these are the exact same lights. The only differences are the external color, one being green, one being red, and the other is the beam color as well. Okay, so in your accessories, you're going to get the Olight safety warnings. This is going to warn you about things like the batteries. It's a very, very large document. It is in several different languages. So your set language won't be as long as this. But I do suggest reading this, or at least reading some of it, because it is just going to give you some really good tips about how to not find yourself in a dangerous situation, particularly with these lithium batteries. Now, you will get your Seeker 4 Mini user manual. Now, this is the English side, and this is basically just giving you the table of contents, what's in the box, all the different figures about how to turn it on, how to install the battery, and all sorts of stuff like that. So very, very easy to read. Now, you will get a lanyard. So it is a typical Olight lanyard. It's got a very, very strong stopper, like crazy strong stopper. So if you are a lanyard person, you will definitely be happy with this lanyard. I am not a lanyard person. However, if I was, I wouldn't be disappointed with this. It is strong, tough, durable, great stopper, and not too long as well. So some lanyards are very long, and it would mean that if you dropped it, the light would be dangling a lot. But this one isn't. Now, right here on the tail cap is where you will attach your lanyard there. So really strong lanyard attachment right there. And last but not least, you've got your magnetic charging cable. So typical Olight, let me just undo that. Typical Olight, you've got your USB-A charging port to go into a port into the wall. And then this is just going to slap on the back of the light there. And as usual, this will be this little LED bit here that will shine red when it's charging and then green when it's fully charged. All right, before I install the batteries, we'll just take a look at them. They are identical. So we've got a 3.6 volt, 18350, 1100 milliamps, 3.96 watt hours rechargeable lithium ion battery. So the way they are installed is undo the tail cap and pop it in to the positive side towards the head, close it up, and good to go. All right, here we are. So let's go over the design. Let's go over the feel. Let's go over this new little guy. Firstly, I'm just going to do a bit of give you a bit of a size comparison. So right here, we've got an i5T. There's the i5T. Right here, we've got an Olight Odin Mini. And here, we've got an Olight Odin. So I'll put that at the back there. So these are very small. They are very, very small. And some might say uncomfortably small. Me, I wouldn't say that because I think they're actually quite comfortable. But I just wanted to give you a size comparison with a few different Olights just to show you how many these things really are. Okay, they can go away. So, firstly, the colors. How cool is that? The color is just so awesome. I honestly don't know what I prefer. I mean, I am a bit of an OD green fanatic, but I bought the red because I wanted to review these both in cool white and in neutral white. So see here, it's got the color temperature. So we've got 4,000 to 5,000 Kelvin in the green, and then 5,700 to 6,700 Kelvin in the red. So you're going to see a stark difference in color. But let's just have a look at the green one first, right? So it's just beautiful, absolutely stunning color. And then if we just look at the heads, they're exactly the same. So we've got two LEDs at the top there, which are going to give you your white light. So neutral in the green, white in the red. But then down the bottom here, we've got a UV LED, so ultraviolet LED. Really, really cool that they've added that into this light. Now, let's look at the red now. So obviously we've got a two-way pocket clip, and the weight of these things would actually mean that notching that way onto your hat would not be uncomfortable at all. Now, neither way in the pocket is very deep carry. So whether you go lens up or lens down, it's not going to matter because you're going to have basically the same amount of light coming out of your pocket. So that won't make too much of a difference. But how cool is the bezel? So they've done this little crocodile teeth bezel thing on this one, and it looks great, doesn't it? And it feels great. And, you know, I mean, you're not going to strike someone with this. It's tiny, but it really adds to the character of it. And it looks great in both the green and the red. I kind of think it looks a bit better in the red. I don't know. I think like black and red are just two colors that go together really well. On the neck here, you've got some heat sinks. So they honestly would look like they would do a fair bit. And then when I tell you the run times on turbo and high and things like that, they've definitely got to do something because, you know, Olight run times are, I don't know if they're unbeatable, but they're up there with some of the best run times that you get in lights. Now, if we just look at the side switches here, so click turns it on, and then you see your battery level indicator. So that is going to be green when you're good to go. And then when it flashes green or it turns a different color like red, just know that your battery is dipping a little bit. But all of that's in the manual. But a constant green means you're good to go. So if you see a constant green, you can just think, sweet, I've got ages. And then the body. They've got these little like finger holder things, you know. But the thing is, I honestly think they're kind of for show because, look, that's how you're going to hold the light. I guess maybe this one at the back is where my middle finger is going to land. But apart from that, they're not really getting used. So I don't get me wrong. I love the look of them. Absolutely love the look of them. I'm not saying I wish they weren't there because I actually prefer them to be there. But they're, you know, don't think that, oh, my fingers are just going to fall so comfortably over that because I don't think they will. You'd probably take a very specific sized hand to comfortably have your fingers fall on that and then use the side switch somehow with your thumb. I wouldn't get it. But the way I hold it is pointer finger at the end of the pocket clip, thumb falling naturally on the side switch, and then basically just kind of stabilizing the light with my middle finger and my fourth finger. Pinky finger does nothing, just there for looks. And then look at that, good to go. Very easy to manipulate, comfortable light to hold. Yeah, just really, really nice to see. And then your tail cap, you've got your lanyard area. Let's see if we can get a shot of both of them. So lanyard area there and there. Really nice secure lanyard area, secured onto the tail cap like that. Good to see. And the pocket clip it's got two little teeth that secure around the light. So very, very secure pocket clip. And obviously, as I said, two-way. So typical Olight, I don't think they have any lights without a two-way pocket clip. Sorry, I don't think they have any pocket clips that aren't two-way pocket clips. I think they've done just extremely well with their pocket clips. And it's good, you know, it's good. You get an Olight and it comes with a pocket clip. And you just know, great, I've got a bit of choice in how I pocket this light, or if I want to, you know, notch it onto the hat and go hands free. Okay, so from head to tail, this little guy comes in at 87 millimeters. The width of the tail cap is 24.96, so 25 millimeters. The width of the body is 22.59 millimeters. And the width of the head is 29.96, so 30 millimeters. So they are just such a compact light, really. And, you know, a compact light that puts out an amazing amount of light for an amazing amount of time, which we will cover. All right, so batteries installed, pocket clips attached. The Olight Seeker 4 Mini comes in at 110.22 grams. And let's see if that's the same here. That is 109.84 grams. So I don't know, maybe green is a heavier color. Who knows? All right, so let's go over the UI. Now, it is important to mention that despite the red being a cool white and the green being a neutral white, the lumen outputs are exactly the same and the run times are exactly the same. So from off, you've got two things that you can do. So you can actually double click from off, 1, 2, and that's going to give you your ultraviolet. And your ultraviolet light is, so I don't know too much about ultraviolet light, okay? Let's just be clear. But from what Olight says, you've got optical power, and then in brackets TYP, is 760 milliwatts. And that's MW. I'm guessing that means milliwatts. Then it says wavelength, in brackets TYP, is 365 nm. And then the runtime is 95 minutes. So that is your specs for the ultraviolet. Double click from off. Single click turns it off, and then single click will turn it back on to your cycling. But before you want to cycle, if you hold from off, you'll get your moonlight mode. So moonlight mode is, and remember, it's the exact same in both. So we've got neutral white over here, cool white over here, but moonlight mode in both of them is 2 lumens. It will last for 12 days. So you've got 12 days of moonlight mode if you need it. Perfect example I could think of that is camping, let's say. If you brought this just for a moonlight mode as like a nice little light in your tent at nighttime, you've got 12 full days of that before you need to recharge the battery. Absolutely incredible. Then you actually can cycle straight from moonlight. So if I press and hold, then it cycles straight up. But moonlight won't be included in the cycling. I'll show you that. So this is low mode. Low mode is 15 lumens and it'll last for 33 hours and 30 minutes. Again, take this camping, use it on low mode. You've got 33 hours of low mode. You're not going to be using it in the daytime. So then you can basically extend that to several days if you're only going to use it at nighttime, and probably only for a period of the nighttime as well. So great runtime. Then press and hold, cycle up again. This is your medium mode. And now we're really starting to see the difference between neutral and white and cool white, sorry. Now, medium mode is 120 lumens. You'll get that for 5 hours and 20 minutes. And this is starting to reach a bit of a distance. So it's spec'd to reach about 38 meters. There it is on the wall. Nice large hotspot. Now, press and hold again. That's your high mode. So high mode is 600 lumens, which you will get for 50 minutes. Then it will drop down to 120 lumens, which you will get for a further 25 minutes before it shuts off. On high mode, it's spec'd to reach about 85 meters, pushed out by 1,824 candela. Now, watch what happens when I cycle. So press and hold again, goes down to low. Not moonlight, but low. So in your cycling options, you've got low, medium, high. Low, medium, high, okay? That's it. But I'm in medium now. So from any output, you can double click. 1, 2, 1, 2. That is your turbo mode. Turbo is 1200 lumens, which is going to last for 3 minutes. 3 minutes. That's a long time for turbo for this little torch. Then after 3 minutes, it is going to step down to 600 lumens. And that is going to last you for an additional 41 minutes. Then it's going to step down again to 120 lumens, which you will get for 25 minutes before the light shuts off. And this light is spec'd to reach 120 meters on turbo because it is pushed out by 3,600 candela. Both are identical, neutral and cool, same specs. So if I double click from turbo, 1, 2, it goes back to the last output I was on before hitting to turbo. So just to clarify, let's say I'm on low mode and I'm looking around the house. I'm just, walking from the kitchen to the bedroom and I've got low mode on because all the lights are off and I don't need anything more than low mode. But then something catches my attention, maybe by sound or whatever, and I just go double click. What was that? All good, coast is clear, double click, back to low mode. I don't have to turn it off and then on again. Great little additive, great characteristic of a UI. I think that is. Now, single click shuts it off. So just going over that, from off, you've got double click UV, but also press and hold moonlight. And then if you single click from off, it goes into last output, including moonlight mode. So if I have moonlight mode and then I turn it off, turn it back on, it comes on in moonlight mode. So everything has memory mode except for turbo and UV. So I'll just show you that. Turn off, turn it on to UV, turn it off, back on, no UV, last output. Put it to turbo, turn it off, back on, high, not turbo. See, because watch, that's turbo. So if you turn this light off in turbo and then turn it back on, it will come on in high, not turbo. Now, lockout, press and hold from off. And you will see moonlight mode come on and then moonlight mode disappear. Now the light is locked out. Push it, see the red? It says, sorry, you're locked out. Great, great lockout. How do I unlock? Press and hold, back on. See, there's moonlight. All right, light goes off, single click. Now from a completely dead battery, this light will take about an hour and a half to charge. So that's an amazing runtime. And you will get, so this light is also IPX8 water rated, so that's 2 meters, and it is 1.5 drop resistance rated. So incredible lengths and depths there for that little guy. All right, let's do a heat test. Let's see how these guys go on turbo. We'll start with the neutral white. And now just to clarify, guys, you cannot get to turbo from off with this because remember, if you push double click, it will go into your UV. Oh, and I forgot to mention, triple click, you'll get to strobe. And that's from off or turn it on from on. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So starting with the neutral white, let's get this on turbo. We will fast forward and we'll see how hot it gets. All right, let's go. All right, after a minute and a half, we have 31.1 degrees Celsius in the neutral white. And just feeling that, it does not feel very hot. But you got to remember, we as humans run on about in between 36 and 37 degrees Celsius. So 31 degrees is less than what my body is currently running at internally. So, you know, yes, it feels warm, but it's nowhere near too hot to hold. So that's incredible. That's a minute and a half. So that's half the time that this light is going to last on turbo, and it didn't get above 31 point, I think, something degrees. So amazing. Now let's check the cool white. All right, after a minute and a half, we have 31.8 degrees Celsius. So basically identical. Amazing, really, really amazing. All right, let's get these guys on turbo. 1, 2, 1, 2. And there is a nice beam shot there of the difference between your neutral and your cool white. See here, we've got some beautiful, and look at that. As soon as it moves away, hotspot gets enormous, bleeding there, got your spill, just beautiful. And let's head out to the park, see how they do at night, and then come back for final thoughts, prices, where to buy, and all the goodies. See you in a sec. All right, comparison. Seeker 4 Mini in cool white, Seeker 4 Mini neutral white. Cool white, neutral. Oh mate, neutral white kills it. That's my opinion. Neutral white kills it. Look at that. Cool, neutral. Cool, neutral. Come on, neutral's all over it. Cool, neutral. That would be my preference. Neutral, cool. Neutral, cool. Neutral, cool. Neutral, cool. Both on turbo. Neutral, cool. Neutral, and cool. All right, cool, neutral. Oh, I just love the neutral, man. Awesome. All right, see ya. Alrighty, so which do you prefer? So for me, unless it's not obvious yet, I prefer the neutral white. Both of these lights are spec'd to be, I think, 70 CRI, so they don't have a high color rendering. However, I prefer the look of the neutral white. Hands down, love neutral white. So look, I just wanted to review these two, not only to review them because they're a great little light, but definitely I wanted to give a comparison so that you all can see the difference in the 4 to 5,000 Kelvin versus the 5,700 to 6,700 Kelvin. It might help you make a decision on which one to buy. So as I said, my preference is definitely the 4 to 5,000 Kelvin, but what a great little light. UV, moonlight, all the outputs, strobe, just love it, love it, love it. Great little pocket light. I definitely think that this one will be in the rotation for quite a while. Now, where to buy? So Olight, or the Olight store, Olight Australia, olight.com.au, Olight Anywhere is going to have these right now. They are coming in at about $123.95 Australian dollars, so $123.95. But I will link I will put a link so you can get them straight from Olight, and then when they become available at Light Shop, I will link them at Light Shop as well. All right, thanks so much for watching. What a great review. Loved this comparison. Very fun. Look, until next time, stay cool and stay safe. See ya.